So what the heck is sugar high motivation, right? So it's really three things, and there are three things that actually could be purchased separately, but they're broken down into one: weekly content that is designed to inspire, and that you could use individually, or if you worked in an office or in an organization, you can use it to inspire your team and be provocative, because I'm going to give you content that is tied to an historical figure, for example, or an event, or a book, poetry, a movie. It's anything that could potentially be inspiring, right? So it's focused on that, what inspires you, and then the idea is to aggregate that information and curate and create content that people can also consume as part of the community. The second part of it is the coaching. It's virtual coaching tied to the course that I also am about to mention to you, and that coaching is specific to, say, the steps and the frameworks embedded in that. So the course is called Imagine Action. It is tied again to Sugar High Motivation, and the course is really focused on how to create big or small change in your life. So a lot of people want to make things grand and big, and so I designed a program which frankly is built off of things that I had done over the period of time that I have spent leading and coaching large and small organizations, really over the past 30 years at 2 Fortune 100 companies. So when I sat down and said, how can I, or what could I potentially deliver to people that I think either would be unique or really, really valuable, I said, what are the steps involved in creating really important change in your lives? And so I came up with 6 steps. Now those 6 steps, at least 5 of those steps, by the way, are very common to a model called the trans-theoretical model. And I did not know that until I took a look at it after I did my homework. But I wanted at first to just sit down and say, if I was going to do this on my own, or what I have done on my own, that's what I would do. And so I'll give you an example, right? Think about this. Of the 6 steps, there are 3 that anytime you make a change in your life, you're going to go through automatically. You're going to make a decision, right? You have to have that moment of decision. Number 2, you're going to plan something. And number 3, you're going to take action. And the action is going to lead to the outcome that you want, right? Now, if you really want to put yourself in the best possible decision to make the changes, or really to hit your goals, right? So let's think of it in terms of goal achievement, or if you want to accelerate your goal achievement, if you want to be more efficient at doing it, then you would also do these 3 other things. And those things include, by the way, building awareness around what you wanted to do, right? I already mentioned mapping, and then rehearsing mentally what you wanted to do by using visualization techniques that I really like to talk about. Now, the other part of this, the other element that would be missing normally is how to sustain it, right? So my last stop, that's where I spent a lot of time, is thinking through how to sustain the changes that you've made, right? So in brief, that's in conclusion, right? So number 1, you can think of content, which I call the Motivation Lab. The second one is the community coaching. And third is the course tied to Sugar High Motivation that's called Imagine Action. I hope that gives you a perspective of what I do in my membership site. Thanks for stopping by.